Welcome to Daisha Breedlove Presents. Now, for those of you that are new to the show, every week I like to touch base on beneficial topics with inspirational people who can help make your life a better one. So my guest today is a Latin artist who goes by the name of Imara Amour. So let's meet her today and hear all about her journey in the entertainment and music industry. Imara, nice to meet you.
Thank you, Daisha. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thanks for coming. I know we've been planning this for a while now.
Right.
So
it's been a minute. We finally made it happen, so I'm excited.
Yes, we did. Okay, so let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Okay, now everyone knows you as Imara Amour. Is that your real name? And if so, where did the name come from?
Wonderful. So Imara is definitely my real name. Amour is not. Amour means love in French, of course. So it's pretty much Imara Love. I chose that as my artist name. I still wanted to keep Imara because I actually really do love my name. And
it's pretty.
Thank you. So I have a middle name, which is I could see Iyari, which means heart of the desert. And it's pretty much like my dad named me that because it pretty much means like I am the one to heal everyone's heart.
Nice.
Yeah, so he always said that I was always going to be that person. So that's why he named me that. And,
wow.
And I feel like I am. Like, I feel like I'm a very lovable person. I'm always trying to, like, bring good attitude and, you know, just positivity to people. For some reason, like, people that are always hurt or going through a tough times, like, cross my path.
Yeah.
So I'm always feel like I'm there for a purpose to help them.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, like, just...
I definitely get a
forward to that, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely get a warm energy from you since the day we met. I was like, I feel a lot of positive vibes, so I can see that. No, so say the middle name one more time.
So it's I could see Iyari, which is it's like so it's this language called Nahuatl, which is like the language for from the indigenous in Mexico. So they speak. It's kind of like an Aztec name.
Yeah.
So my dad was he used to really be connected with them, like back in Mexico. He used to go to a lot of their ceremonies and stuff. So
nice.
He would help them and like he learned the language and stuff. So he always was like, oh, like I want to name my daughter, you know, something that is like relatable to them. So so he named me that.
Wow, amazing.
So I wanted to keep that love, you know, like that love section. For my because
it comes from
name.
home.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. Okay. Now we do obviously you're a Latin artist. What else does Imara do?
Well, I also model. That's definitely one of the things.
Yeah.
I do some acting, not as much as you, of course, but I definitely do here and there, you know, when I have time. But I also love to paint. Like paint. Actually, like that's one of the very first things I was like really good at before anything else. Like since I was a little kid, I always painted. Like I'm actually a really good artist. Like I could paint a whole portrait and stuff. So that's something I like to do. It helps me a lot to release, you know, stress and everything. And just whenever I just feel artistic, that's one of my main like hobbies that I love to do. So,
wow, I would have never guessed that you paint. Wow, what type of stuff do you draw?
Just everything. Like I mean, I love to draw people. Like I love to like say like it's, you know, you're like, oh, I want a painting of myself. Like I could like actually paint you and stuff. Like I did a painting for Jay actually for his birthday last year, and of a photo of us. So I mean, I just like to paint like everything. Like I could paint this right here where we have like a whole situation. Just like whatever I feel like makes me feel something, you know, in me.
Like it has to spark you.
It has to. Yeah, exactly. I have to touch me, but. I'm like very detailed. I love to do it. Like I'm really good at it.
Amazing. Okay, so where are you originally from, and when did you realize that you wanted to be in the entertainment industry?
Okay. Well, I was raised in Inglewood, California.
But Cali native.
Yes, Cali native. But I'm actually originally from Guadalajara, Jalisco, in Mexico. So actually, I'm Mexican.
Wow, so you were born here, but that's where your ancestors and stuff are from. Well, your family?
No, actually, I was born over there.
Oh, you were born there,
and I was raised. Yeah, I was raised here, like literally all my life.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so what age did you come to America?
I think when I was like 2. 2 years old.
Oh, so Cali is basically all you know.
Yeah, for sure. And this is something that a lot of people don't know about me. Like, I never really mention or go deep into, like, oh, like, people never really ask me. Like, they ask me, of course, but not like, oh, like, it's never been like a whole topic. So that's something that I wanted to bring up just so people could kind of get to know more of Imara more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something I never really mentioned. Like, where I'm actually originally from, I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm like, I grew up in Igloo because that's, you know, I grew up here, you know, in the US. So I feel like I'm pretty much from here, you know, but, you know, like I have Mexico in my heart always.
Yeah, amazing. Okay. So what was it about singing that pulled you more in that direction versus your other creative outlets?
So definitely singing was something special for me since I was a little girl. It's just been around the family. My dad, he composes music and he plays instruments. And growing up, he was just always making music, creating, and would take me to concerts and stuff. Like the whole family will go and we'll have friends over, you know, just because he knew how to play instruments. So they will have like a whole thing. But it's just been in the family. It's in my blood, I guess you can say. Like since I was little, I just love music so much, you know, like especially because I just like will hear it every single day.
Yeah, just with your dad and just you were just born into it.
Like it was part of the, you know, part of the family.
So it's natural for you to just go in the music industry route. Are you the only one that went that route in your family outside of your dad, you and your dad?
Yeah, that's I mean, so far, yes. I mean, I have a big family, but not like I don't think nobody has like really got into music like me.
And took it serious like you too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. So obviously you have a very unique wardrobe style. I mean, this outfit, as y'all can see, is amazing. I did read that your mother, she makes everything. Did she make this?
Some of it, yes. So usually I have her like make something for me from scratch since I could draw and all that stuff. I like to sketch everything
you sketch the outfit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I just have her bring it to life. But there's times where like, you know, say I find like some pants and then I'm just like, okay, like I see a whole vision and I'm like, oh, I want to add this to it, this to that. So that's pretty much what happened this time.
Amazing.
And but yeah, like she's been doing fashion, like she's been into fashion for a long time, like since she was younger. So yeah, she's just, you know, she's there. She's my stylist.
Oh, that's dope. Okay. Now, Imara, if you could relate your essence or inspiration or style to any artist, who would that be and why?
I don't think I have like an actual like artist that I could like relate to like with because I feel like there's just so many, you know, artists that have their own like look and stuff. But I do go more like in time zone. Like I like to mix up like things like fashion from the past, like say like from the like
those 40s, are the best,
like for the 40s and the 20s and like even like in the Renaissance, you know what I mean? Just like little things like this, for example, like it has a little, you know what I mean? Like I just love to kind of bring some of those times, you know, like fashion from those times and kind of just bring it to like mix it with like the now, you know what I mean? So I just kind of create my own look.
There's nobody that you would say inspires you. You're just one of a kind. Amazing. Okay. Look, that's all right. Okay, so my next question is, I also read that you're the only child. So what was that experience like? And now that you're an adult, what would you say that you took from that upbringing? Because I know sometimes being an only child could be, sometimes people enjoy it or sometimes people don't enjoy it because it's like they kind of seek attention from other places. But tell us what that experience was like.
Yeah, I mean, for me, being an only child was very hard, you know, like I felt very lonely at times, you know, I feel like I still do, honestly, like even as an adult. But I have good and bad of it, you know what I mean? Because like the good is because of course like everybody says like, oh, like, you know, only child gets what they want, you know, and I really did
like they're
feel
spoiled.
Exactly.
That's what the stereotype.
But I really did feel that from my parents. Like they gave me a lot of attention. They gave me like I could not say like I never had something that I didn't want, you know what I mean? Like, you know, of course, like it didn't have to be exactly what I wanted, but you know, they would still like try to fulfill that.
You never went without.
Yeah, exactly. So I definitely had a lot of attention from my parents, but like my parents got separated at some point, like later on when I got older. So it became a little tough, you know, like because then my mom raised me by herself. So I feel like I had to grow up very quick, as an adult. Like, I feel like I had such a great childhood, and out of nowhere it was just like, in a blink of an eye, it was just like, I have to, like, being grow up. So, and it's like, my mom was that parent, like, she was really strict, and like, she was always just very catered to me, you know what I mean? So like, she was never that parent, like, even after she raised me, she could work like 5 jobs just so I don't feel like I'm missing something, you know what I mean?
Like, or you go without.
Exactly, because she knows that she gave me that attention so much that she thought like I got used to that, But like, so that's when I realized like, okay, like, no, like, I can't have her think that way, even though she wants to. Like, she never asked me to like, oh, go do this, go get a job, like, never. You know what I mean? But like, me, since I was a little kid, I'm like, okay, no, like, I have to support her. I have to be an adult, you know what I mean? So like I started working very young, and like, if I wanted something, like, I was not gonna ask my mom. Like, I'm just like, no, like, I have to get it on my own, So like, that was when it was like, it was hard, because it's not like, oh, like, I could have a sister to help me, or a brother, or like look out for each other, or somehow like, come up with money together, like, you know what I mean? So it was like all on me, I feel, so I had to really just like, hold my feelings and just like tough it up, I guess you can say.
And that's very strong of you. And I'm sure she appreciated that, because some kids that are the only child, I've noticed, or what I've seen from them is like they have that entitled attitude to where it's like, oh, you owe me this because I'm the only child, or like because I'm your only daughter, you know? So like,
never,
shout out to you for being a go-getter and really like helping your mom. You know, you guys.
Of course. She's, I wouldn't be here without her, you know what I mean? Our moms are our queens, so we have to appreciate them.
Exactly.
So, and shout out to her.
Shout out to your mom. Amazing. Okay. So my next question is, we're going to get a little bit into your personal life. Are you single? And if so, how do you balance a personal life and a career? If you are single, as a woman focused on her career, what type of man would make Amara commit?
Well, right now I'm in a relationship with my music.
Okay. I thought she said like, I'm like, who's the lucky guy?
Like, love hasn't really... it hasn't been so lucky for me yet. You know what I mean? Like, I just
hasn't hit home.
I just always been very like busy in life. You know what I mean? Like I said, like since I was little, I was always like doing something. You know what I mean? Like working, doing this. But like even before I was, working or whatever, I always been that person to like be creating and stuff. So I never was like that girl to be like, oh my God, I want a boyfriend.
You gotta be with someone.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I need to.
Yeah.
But of course, like, us girls, we have our moments and stuff, but like nothing as of now, But I will say,
if you were to commit or meet somebody who's kind of on that same creative path, what would be the type of guy to make you settle down?
For sure, someone that's honest, that's confident.
Yeah, you got to be confident in this industry.
Yes,
for sure.
Honest, confident, respectful, and loyal. I know that's like what everybody asks for, but like, it's really that's why I haven't really got into
because you know what you're looking for.
Exactly, a serious relationship. And the thing about me, like, I am very honest. Like, I'm that person that tells you the truth, and and the truth hurts sometimes. Like, so I always have that issue in a relationship where it's like I'm too honest sometimes, and like it hurts their feelings, or like they can't. Some people cannot take the truth.
Yeah, they can't. And I was just saying that.
Yeah, and to me, like, I think that for a man to not be able to take the truth or like handle it, like, to me, is not a man. Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
That's
because
true.
If a girl is like willing to speak up, and they're not.
And some girls don't speak up. They just go with what the guy says, or
and,
like, whatever you say is okay. And it's like, we need that male and female perspective,
Yeah, exactly. So I haven't, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm just too blunt sometimes and honest. So like, I just look for somebody that's kind of like in the same place as I am, and has gone through the same battles as well.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, shout out to you for, again, still pursuing your career and not going out searching for love. Because I feel like some girls some, not even just women, but men as well, like go looking for love in the wrong places, and you don't get what you're actually looking for, you know?
Well, I think that's because there's pressure there.
Yeah.
You know, I think that love is supposed to come naturally.
Naturally.
You know, and when it does, it's going to be a beautiful thing. Like, love is really love. It's not...
Exactly.
You're not, like, making love happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Or forcing something.
Yeah. So,
and if it doesn't set your soul on fire, what's the point?
Sometimes, you know, I mean, the first thing to do is to be in love with yourself. To
exactly.
Love yourself.
You have to love yourself first.
You can't love nobody else. You know what I mean? Or receive that love because you're not happy with yourself. Yeah. So to me, like, that's my number one thing.
Exactly.
Like, loving yourself, and for that person, like whoever your partner is, to love themselves too. Because
exactly.
if not, then you're gonna struggle with it.
Right. And you can't be anything to anybody else if you're not that to yourself first. So yeah. So shout out to that. Waiting on the perfect timing.
Yes.
Okay. So my next question is, back to your music. Your song Pour It Up has done pretty well on Spotify as well as other platforms. So tell us, what was your inspiration creating it? Also, tell us if you write your own lyrics, if you wrote your own lyrics for the song. Because I was in the car driving down the street and I'm like, oh, wait, this song is actually lit. So I'm picturing like being with my girls, like driving down Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
It's a dope song. So tell us about that.
Well, first of all, I did bring some bubbles for us.
Oh, so you brought some bubbles. Okay. Amara with the champagne. She brought the rosé in today. Yes. Cheers. Pour it up. Cheers to pour it up.
Thank you.
Okay. So now we got the glasses. You poured it up. So tell us a little bit about the song and like what was your inspiration creating it. Tell us all the spill.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I'm a person that likes to live in the moment. So I like
That's the Gemini in you.
Yeah. I love to be spontaneous, of course, but like I love to celebrate life in general. So I wanted to create a song that, you know, was about celebration, you know, like feeling power, feeling like motivation, you know, just something that you can turn up instantly. Like you said, you were playing it in your car and you're like, you know, right away. Like that's the goal for me. You know what I mean? For your ears and your body and everything, just to like make you move right away. So, I mean, if the song does talk about some stuff that like I've been through and like, but pretty much like, it's just a song to just toast, you know, in general, and make you just in a good mood, turn up, you know what I mean? Like, But also, I wanted to. I know the song. Like, I mean, you guys have to hear the song, of course. But like I'm always saying, like, make it rain on these hoes. Like, you know, like that. That's like a very catchy part. Everybody's like always sings that part. But like, you know, I like to say that part, but I like to explain that part because I'm not trying to say like, you know, like literally like make it rain on like actual, you know what I mean? Like people, like, you know, whatever. Like I'm just trying to say like sometimes we have achievements that we, you know, we get to, and then like when you feel that energy, like you just want to tell the whole world, and you just want to like literally like make it rain on everything, and just like, so that's like the mood I was feeling in the moment when I was like, we were writing it and stuff. So
that's actually a really good way to put it, because most people think like, oh, make it rain, like Lil Wayne, like money, strip club, things like that.
Exactly. And that's why like I like to, you know, bring that topic, because I feel like some, you know, people are used to having that as an example.
That's very clever.
Yeah. So so that was like my whole story behind that section. But also I talk about like making it, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, I've been through a lot, you know, and I work really hard for everything that I got. So I like to just, you know,
make it rain.
I did it.
Make it rain, I mean? Right?
Yeah, make it rain.
That's amazing. Okay, so you wrote your lyrics to Pour It Up?
So I did, but I mean, I always work with my team, like, you know, with my producer and stuff. So it's definitely a team effort,
like a collaborative.
But definitely like Inspire was like, you know,
Okay, that's amazing. And we'll attach all of Amara's information at the bottom of the screen, as well as play the song so you guys can hear the dope beat and the lyrics and everything like that. Okay, so my next question is, they say out of all the different versions of entertainment, the music industry is the most difficult. Would you agree? If so, what would you say? Oh, I can't talk today. What would you say?
Champagne.
I know, I'm like, the champagne's kicking in already. What would you say keeps you motivated?
So,
well, first, would you say that the music industry is a difficult industry to?
It definitely is.
Be in?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I think there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
And, you know, once you're in it, it's like you see a lot of darkness in there. I feel like I've seen a lot of darkness and harsh, you know, and like it's definitely an energy, you know.
Oh yeah.
An energy. But I feel like you have to really understand it if you want to get into the music industry. Like it's not something like, yes, of course everybody wants to make music, but it's at the end of the day it's a business.
Yeah.
So you have to understand the business to succeed.
So you're saying it could be like you would agree it can be a dark industry?
Oh, 100%, yeah, for sure. But yeah, like I said, it's an industry that, you know, it's a business at the end of the day. So you have to understand that business part of it, you know, to be able to succeed, because, you know, a lot of times like people that know that you don't know about the industry are gonna try to like
take advantage of you.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So you really need to be like kind of cold about it, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna get a lot of no's, you're gonna get a lot of rejection, you're gonna get, you know, all this, you know, emotions are gonna be coming your way. So you have to be strong about it, I feel. But the competition is definitely gonna be always there. And it's also like it's expensive. Like it's not just something that you know, somebody just gives you like overnight.
You have to invest in it.
You have to invest in it, you have to earn it, like you have to work and like build numbers and stuff. So I think that's why it's like a hard industry. It's not just like something that just
overnight
happens
process.
Overnight. Yeah, it's not. It takes a long process, and it could take years. Or I mean, if you're lucky, then you're lucky. But you know, it's one of those things. But it's definitely a hard industry for sure.
Nice. So with it being a hard industry, what would you say keeps you motivated every day to just keep going?
I mean, I just think that I love it, and that's
the passion.
Like the passion is there, and you know, like whether it's like up and down moments that I have, like
and it's gonna be up and down.
Like I love them. I love like falling down. Do you know what I mean? Because it makes me like I know I'm gonna get back up even stronger. So like my motivation is just to get as far as I want to be, you know? And like every day I feel like I take a step higher and higher and higher, and it's just going to keep going for me. Like, I just love it.
And you wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't meant to be, you know? So obviously that's part of your purpose.
Oh, for sure. It's like I don't see myself doing anything else.
Yeah, and that's how you know when it's your purpose. Yeah. It's amazing. Okay, so as we kind of wrap this up, what can we expect next from Imara? Like, what do you got coming up? Shows?
Yeah, so I definitely have a show on September 30th, which is it's gonna be in Sonora. But those people that are not, you know, located in that area, I know it's kind of far, but it's gonna be streaming live. So I post like, you know, links on my story and all that stuff, so that if you follow me and stuff, you can find information there. You can buy tickets, and then you can watch it live. So yeah,
nice.
It's exciting. But,
okay.
I'm also working on like doing Pour It Up in Spanish. So that's something that I've been like, you know, looking into, because I just feel like it should be a Spanish version.
Oh yeah, 100%. Considering you are Spanish too,
yeah,
you know?
Exactly. But there is also a clean version, of course. Yeah, like a radio version. So you can always listen to either or.
Perfect. Okay, so my last question is, if you could leave any future artists or entertainers, as well as entrepreneurs, with any piece of advice, what would you say?
Yes, I would definitely say that be yourself. Be yourself, because in this industry, like, you are you know, and you shouldn't try to be anybody else, because it will show. It'll show, right away, you know. So I always say, just be the original you. Don't lose who you are. Don't kill that person that, you know, it made you like want to do something. Yeah. And I will say just to stay positive, because like I said, it's like it's a hard industry in general with everything, right? When you're trying to build a business or whatever, like it's a hard thing to do at first. So you just have ups and downs. Yeah. So you just have to stay with a positive mind, you know, and just be persistent. Yeah. You know, be persistent, because sometimes you never want to give up, and like, and then once you think that it's like out of, you know, it's out of the map, like, you know what I mean? Like you just have to make sure you just keep going, being persistent, and just have fun with it. Like, to me, I feel like you have to have fun with whatever you do, especially with music, because, you know, it's a process, and you know, you just have to make sure you have fun when you're writing, when you're creating, when you're in the studio. Like, it's a fun experience. Like if you love it, you'll have fun with it.
You'll have
it
fun
won't be
with
no
it.
problem.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
And I notice when you love something and are passionate about what you're doing, that draws other people to you as well, you know. So I'm sure you got a lot of your fan base because people see that you're passionate about what you do and you're really committed, as well as you're you know, and you being you, that's your superpower. So
100%.
We're gonna end on that note. Thank you, Imara. And like I said, thanks for coming. And like I said, I will attach all of Imara's information at the bottom of the screen so you guys could follow her, check her out. And tell everybody, where's the best place to find you?
Well, I mean, you can follow me on Instagram, but you can find me in all platforms. Imara Amour, that's IMARA AMOUR. And I'm available in all platforms, so you can just search me up.
Yes.
I'll be there.
Well, that wraps it up for Daisha Breedlove Presents, and I will see you next week with another juicy episode. Cheers.
I'm on a level you'll never know. I'm so beloved, you're so beloved. Fuck it up, pour it up, pour it up. Make it rain on these hoes. Fuck it up.